Every aspect of my life was changed because of the pandemic. I was let go from my job a year ago, almost today in March, and I never went back. They never hired me back. I'm still looking for work. I'm doing freelance work, editing videos for people.
She told me she got COVID-19. She can hardly breathe. I told her she should stay
When
back
COVID-19
6 feet.
hit, I was a freshman going into my second semester of college. It was definitely a cultural shock for everyone. All of us college students were going to class every day, learning, and then all of a sudden, everything shut down. Well, I shouldn't say all of a sudden. We went to spring break and then, never came back, but it was definitely different. I stopped seeing teachers in person, and we had to all learn how to adapt through online learning. And it was pretty difficult at first. It took me a little while to get used to. As a matter of fact, a lot of my close friends even dropped out because of this. It was very sad and a lonely time, I was just locked up in my room all day, not doing anything but just going to class and, not even seeing the sunlight. I've set up a schedule where I do a certain thing on a certain hour to just keep me in balance, because for a while there, the days just felt like one long day. It was just day after day, same thing.
You're also going to get quotes from different rental houses and prices.
Thank goodness for social media, because without that, not being able to contact anyone would have been tough. What kept me busy was hobbies that I found for myself. I started making a lot of puzzles, which took me months, but I did ultimately complete. Something that really helped too was hanging around with the family, going on awesome drives, just listening to good music and driving, feeling the monotone of the car down Santa Fe. And I feel I learned a lot about my own city that I lived in for years that I hadn't before because of the pandemic. There was a lot of stuff that I took for granted before COVID-19. Just going to class, I didn't like getting up early and going to class, but now I miss it, and I miss the communication and interactions with my fellow students and, the professors. My close coworker was lost due to COVID-19, and recently my uncle passed away because of COVID-19, a super healthy older gentleman, but because of COVID, it took his life. We just have to stay positive during these difficult times and just try not to get into a depression. And it's tough sometimes, but you just gotta fight it. I think it's just the pivot that we all have to make that'll make us stronger. And ultimately, the people that learn to change and adapt were the ones that will succeed.